Good morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan pre-market roundup. Firstly, in the global markets, yesterday when we closed, most of the European markets were trading in green bar on 1 to 1.5% across the board, whereas the American markets were showing a flat to positive opening for the Dow. At that point of time, Dow futures was up by around 50 points and Nasdaq futures were up by around 14 to 15 points. Finally, by the end of the day, the American markets closed on almost flattish note with Dow Jones being up by around 23 points and Nasdaq actually being in red by around 15 points on closing. European markets, as they were trading at the time of our close, were closed in green, around 1.5 to 2% up across the board. Coming back to our markets after flat to positive opening in morning session were a little bit volatile, but towards the end of the day, the market picked up and Nifty finally closed with a gain of around 100 points. This was mainly backed by Bank Nifty, which was up close to 2% and managed to close over the 16,500 psychological level on Bank Nifty. FIs yesterday in Indian markets was seller again by 394 crore rupees in cash, and they were buyer by around 468 crore rupees in index futures, and DIs were buyer around 840 crore rupees in cash market yesterday. Yesterday there was ECB meet in which ECB kept the rates unchanged, and Mario Draghi specifically said that if required they will pump in more money by the way of QE. So that was one main reason why there was a lot of flare in European markets and US markets also at the beginning of the day. Coming to Asia, Asia is right now trading mixed with Nikkei being in green and Hang Seng being in red, and some of the other markets being shut, like Chinese market was shut today. Indian markets, as per the SGX showing negative by around 30 points, we might have a flat to negative opening for today for Indian markets. Now let's hear on derivatives.
Good morning friends, we'll give analysis on derivatives. In yesterday's market, after two to three consecutive losses which we have seen in the past trading session, yesterday's market opened up with a positive bias in line with the positive cues from the international markets, and thereon we have seen Nifty continuously moving on the positive territory and making new intraday high at regular intervals, and also have been able to sustain above 8,700, have been managing go past the 7,800 odd levels, and eventually closed at 7842.55 with a gain of around 1.5%. And the yesterday's trading session, we have seen buying was observed across the board, which was much of the short covering in yesterday's trade, especially banking sector and metal sectors, and information technology sector was a major outperformer in yesterday's trading session, and due to which Nifty managed to close on a positive trajectory after three consecutive days sharp losses which we have seen, and have been managed to post a gain of around 1.5%. The open interest terms, not much of build-up was seen. As suggested, was much of a short covering which was observed in yesterday's trade. Nifty has seen an unwinding of around 0.5%, that is 90,000 shares were shaded in open interest, and cost of carry have also dipped a bit from around 5.5% to 4.5%. That is, Nifty premium have came down from around 25 points to currently 18-19 odd points. Put call ratio have been more or less same in yesterday's trade. It's at 0.99. And of course, with the market going up and showing some kind of recovery, volatility index have also been cooling off, and in yesterday's trade it cooled off around 10 odd % till 24.12 levels. Seeing the options data, again not major build-up was observed. In last 2 to 3 trading sessions, we are not observing any kind of major positions getting built up in options, as there is huge amount of volatility, hence market participants are finding it very risky of going short in either call and put options. Hence, not much of activity have been observed in the call option. However, 8,200 has seen an highest addition in yesterday's trade in the call option of around 19 odd %, and 8,500 call option still remains as the highest in terms of open interest. While in put option also not much of activity, 7,500 continues to add significant amount of positions and has seen an addition of around 8 odd %. However, 7,800 put option, which is the highest in terms of open interest with around 46 lakhs shares in, have seen an addition of around 1 odd %. So in the options data, out of the money strike price are quite active. People are betting speculative bets on the significant amount of volatility which can be seen in the days to come, and hence out of the money options have been quite active from the last 2 to 3 trading sessions, due to which we have seen at the money options are inactive also. There are no securities in bank period for today's trade. On FIs terms, there were net buyers of around 459 odd crores. However, their open interest in index futures was more or less same, indicating some kind of short covering was seen in yesterday's trade. In index options, there were net buyers of 268 odd crores, while in stock futures, there were net buyers of 320 crores, and stock options, there were net sellers of 12 crores only. Our fighters group stands at 7880 with a lower range at 7637 and higher range at 7880. Remember friends, lower range of 7637 is a lower straddle break-even point of this month, and move below 7637 can trigger further downside in the market. SGX Nifty is bit trading negative, taking mixed cues from the international markets, and it's down by around 23 odd points at 7819.50. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Now let's have a look at some of the trading ideas for the day. The first idea being Lupin. Lupin has launched duloxetine 40 mg delayed release capsule in US. Drug is used to treat depressive disorder. Action to be taken in Lupin is long Lupin with a stop at 1840 for a target of 1900 1930. SBI is the next idea. SBI has fixed 274.37 as price for preferential shares to government. Action to be taken is long SBI with a stop at 228 for a target of 240 and 245. Ashok Leyland is the next idea. FII can now invest up to 40% in Ashok Leyland. Action to be taken here is long Ashok Leyland with a stop at 86.2 for a target of 90 and 92. On some important news flow for the day, Cipla, after the market has said that Cipla is in talks to buy Hetero Drugs, US business. IRB Infra is in pact with NICE for rupees 2650 crore road project. Tata Steel has got Odisha government nod for SEZ at Gopalpur. Z Entertainment has launched a food channel. Center to build major port in Tamil Nadu at a cost of rupees 21,000 crore rupees. Tata Motors and Tata Tech has signed 5-year pact for product development. Power Mech has backed order of 85.6 crore rupees from ILFS Tamil Nadu Power Company. Supreme Court will hear Sun TV's plea against ED on September 7. L&T Infra has raised up to rupees 100 crore rupees via NCD sale. TV ad spend has increased by around 21% in Jan to June 2015. On stocks with positive bias, Engineers India, Wipro and Kotak Bank are the stocks with positive bias. And with stocks with negative bias are Hero MotoCorp, Glenmark and CEAT Limited. This is for intraday. Stocks for investment are Aditya Birla Nuvo, HDFC Bank, M&M, TCS and Ultratech. That's all friends from our side. Thanks and have a nice trading session.